In this video, we're going to break down the backside 360 Miller flip, giving you the information you need in order to bring this trick to the slopes. Pre-requirements: make sure you have a good backside 360, and I'd highly recommend trying a few backside 180 Miller flips first. Other than that, the feature you choose to do it on is going to be very important. The kickier the feature, the more it's going to naturally kick your legs over your head. And this is so crucial because it helps you get this nice position where your back's straight, your shoulders squared, and most importantly, your head spotting towards the landing. This position off the lip where your fingers are pointed towards the camera and you're holding your upper body in this spot is what makes this trick work. And the less kicky the feature is, the more you're going to need to generate the pop in order to get your legs up yourself, making it harder. Other than that, the more distance you need to travel, the harder it's going to be to control. So that's why the easiest feature to do this on is going to be the kickiest lip you can find with the closest landing available. So something like a volcano feature is going to be really nice. Other than that, it's a really flexible trick. You just need to make sure that you're hitting this position right here off the takeoff, following it up by leading with your back arm. If you can do those two things, you're going to be able to get it around pretty consistently. So let's talk about how you can do that. First, it is a backside spin, so we need to hit it with a backside setup carve, heels to toes, and it's really important to get on your toe edge around the spoon of a jump. Too soon on your toes here, you're going to start turning off the lip, and that's going to make it really hard to get that up and down power that will help you get your legs over your head. So being patient getting onto that toe edge is going to really help. From there, we want to go and get ourselves into a nice position. This position here, even though it doesn't look too proper, it's actually exactly what I'm going for. And that's a neutral upper body, shoulders squared. And this is because this position right here is pretty much identical to the position I want coming off the lip of the jump. So we're preemptively setting our upper body into that position. Hand placement is going to be the next thing that we need to really think about. So you want to hold a strong position straight back and just let yourself come down. So see how close my hands are to the ground. Instead of trying to reach my hands the rest of the way by bending down, instead I go and push and extend my legs. And see how that kicks my legs up and that goes and kicks my arms down. As I do that, I want to take my upper body and shift it and rotate it this way, trying to place my hands both facing back uphill. It's this uphill hand position with this upward push that goes and pushes your momentum up while going and adding that rotation. So instead of thinking about trying to throw towards your tail, instead, just a strong position, push up, and as you push up, try to rotate your hands facing back downhill. When you do that all together, it will let you pop up, get your legs over, and boom, watcha, straight into that hand plant position. And we want to place our hands down right as our board is starting to come off the lip of the jump. If we do it sooner than this, we're not going to get the full length of the takeoff, and that's going to make it so we start getting less power, less height, harder to get the legs over. But if we go and wait too long to put our hands down, we risk the potential of missing the placement. And if you miss the placement and don't get this drag, it's going to be really hard to get your feet back under you, making it very likely that you'll land on your bum or your back and it won't be very fun. The most important thing to think about for placing your hands is you want to think that your hands should be facing back towards the camera or the start of the takeoff. If you have your hands angled to the side, it's not going to have your shoulders completely squared off. And that's the goal here, to be leaving with our body relatively rotated 90 with our head completely centered, looking towards the landing with these shoulders squared. So in order to do this, it's all about going and holding this position as comfortably as possible. And instead of thinking about throwing down into the snow, think about popping your legs up into this downward dog position. And as you do that, think about rotating your shoulders towards the camera guy. I'm trying to go and lift my legs up, and that's going and naturally tilting my upper body downwards. So as you go and pop this spin, you want to aim for your hands to be touching or almost touching as your board starts to come off the end of a takeoff, but you want to start extending your legs a little bit before this. So you're extending your legs, and that extension of the legs is what sets you up to get your hands down. If you're in this position right here, you're set. All you need to do is make sure your backhand is pulled around your body. So as soon as you feel your hands come slide off the end of a takeoff, take your arm and pull it around the body, straight back to this position where it's slightly leading the spin. Let's go through that one more time because this is really where the magic is made. So you come in, extend your legs into that downward dog, rotate your hands facing back uphill, Shoulders squared, back straight, head looking down towards the landing. As soon as you feel your hands come off a takeoff, take your back arm and pull it around. This is going to go and make it so your axis of rotation gets pulled back down to center and is what's going to let you get your feet back under you. If you don't pull with your back arm, you're not going to continue that rotation and you're not going to correct your axis. That's why this trick is really flexible, but you need to make sure that you're holding this strong camera facing position and then pulling with your arm. From there, it's just like a normal 360. You should be able to fully see the landing and just keep pulling with that arm, and that's going to rebalance you, taking you into the landing. So recap, do your setup carve, getting your toe edge not too soon, and as you go and reach for the ground, go and make it so your fingers are pointing back towards the camera, you're extending your legs instead of reaching forward, spotting with your head in a neutral position towards the landing, and then pulling with that back arm, finishing the spin. You do all that on the right feature and it should result in a pretty dope backside Miller Flip 360. Thanks for watching, and if you want more videos like this one, just let me know.